Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. The world is abuzz right now with 5D4 talk and talk of the Panasonic GH5, which there's speculation we'll get an announcement for that at Photokina next month. So, been thinking a lot on these two because, as you know, I like the Panasonic bodies, especially for their 4K offerings. They're very good for video. And I've been interested in the 5D Mark IV. As you know, I just gave my reasons in the last video on why you might want to consider buying the 5D Mark IV. And so I've been looking at the two of them, and I've got 7 reasons. Let's see here. What do we have? Got my list. I went through the specs. I've been weighing them. You know, should I buy one? Should I buy the other? Should I look at the 5D Mark IV as a purchase? The GH5 as a purchase? I've got 7 reasons why you might want to consider the GH5 over the 5D Mark IV. First of all, a better crop. And for video reasons, it essentially, you've got a 2 times crop. And people will say, well, we got a 1.74 times crop on the 5D Mark IV. But that eliminates the use of all your meta bones and all that type of thing in your cinema lenses, whereas you don't have that problem on Micro Four Thirds. You knew going into it, they don't make any bones about it, that it's a 2 times crop on Micro Four Thirds and it's designed to be dealt with that way. Canon, we thought we were getting a full frame camera, and we're essentially getting, for video, a 1.74 times crop video camera. So I think really the Panasonic's the better choice here. 2, better high ISO. Now I'm speculating here, but with that intense crop on the 5D Mark IV, I think what we might end up seeing is that you're going to get better video low light performance out of the GH5 over the 5D Mark IV. Now, granted, the caveat here is this remains to be seen. But I'm looking at the numbers on paper, and I'm thinking with that 1.74 times crop, probably going to be the nod to the GH5 for low light video performance. Number 3, the 10-bit 422. That's what they're saying now that we should get out of the GH5 as far as the video abilities. That's pretty impressive as far as what we're going to be able to get quality-wise for that 4K video. 10-bit 422. Very nice. Better than what we're getting from the GH5, the 5D Mark IV. The GH5 is giving us better than the 5D Mark IV there, especially when you consider the next point, and that's the better codec. We're definitely going to get a better codec from Panasonic. There's no way they're going to back it up to an antique MJPEG codec. So we're going to get probably the latest and greatest codec from Panasonic, and a very good, strong one, as they always deliver in the Panasonic bodies. Number 5, better lens options. And essentially with the Micro Four Thirds system via adapters, you can use almost any lens out there, which is amazing. Totally open potential there. And that's why a lot of people shoot with the Micro Four Thirds, especially the Panasonic system, and why they like it so much. Everything works on it via often very cheap adapters. I like the Photo-C adapters. Maybe I'll put a link below for you, but $12, $13, $14 for an adapter that, you can have an adapter for every lens system out there and buy whatever, all these lovely old lenses, and they work great. Price is going to be a huge thing here, because even if the GH5 comes in at, say, $1,800, which I wouldn't think it's going to be any more expensive than that. It may even be like $15.99, which I think is what the GH4 came in at MSRP, but I could be off on that. I'm just going by memory here. But that's a lot less than the 5D Mark IV. So you'll be able to have 2 bodies and some money left over versus buying a 5D4. So, price is a big consideration there. For a better performing video camera and less than half the price, value, you got to look at value, what's the best for your buck. And size is my last one there. Obviously the Micro Four Thirds system's smaller. The GH5 is probably going to be the largest of all of the Panasonic cameras, but still considerably smaller than the 5D Mark IV. And also I guess we could add an 8th in there, considerably more versatile. It's going to have that articulated screen that the 5D4 doesn't. And a very good, maybe this is 0.9, a very good integration of their app, because you can totally control with an iPad the GH5 and what it controls. Like it's an off-camera remote that's extremely powerful. So maybe that's 8 and 9 right there. So I guess that's maybe 9 reasons to buy into a GH5 or to consider getting a GH5 over the 5D Mark IV from Canon. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my reasons? Is there something I've left off? Is there something you don't think's valid? Leave it in the comments below. Let's discuss it. Would you go GH5 or would you go 5D Mark IV? And let us know why. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.